All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Um, it's Nick from Energy Mastery. I'm so excited because right next to me, or maybe it's that way, this way, I think, is one of our very own, Joyce Brinton. She is a certified instructor for us, is really active in teaching, and just an all-around amazing human being. And we're talking today about creating a pathway to your vision and how to go about that. Joyce has got some really incredible ideas on this and really instructive things as well that I think is going to be super useful for everybody. So go ahead and as you're chiming in, chime in, say hello, let us know where you're logging in from. I'm going to have a look over at the page and see if I can monitor the comments here since we're broadcasting this through Zoom. But anyway, Joyce, welcome. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you for for taking the time to do this.
Oh, thank you so much, Nick. I am excited to be here.
Oh, me too. So, vision. Why, for you, why is this important? Why is this something that people should be thinking about, or what is the value for them to be, to really having a vision and being actually clear in it?
To me, for one reason, the reason I teach it is because it's had an incredible impact on my own personal life. But then I've also seen it impact so many other people's lives that to me, it's just absolutely necessary to have a vision for what you want. If you don't have a vision, then you really don't know where you're going. And so it's kind of like if you put in your GPS, I want to go to Denver, but, or, you're not going to just put in your GPS, just take me anywhere. You need to have a place to pinpoint it. GPS has got to know where to take you. So
right.
you don't know where you're going to go, then you can't really put that out there. So
that's right. All the coolest tech in the world is not going to get you there if you don't have somewhere that's there.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that's awesome. It sounds like you've been doing this for quite a while. Tell me a little bit about what got you into creating vision boards and why this became an important part of your life.
What got me into it was January 2011. And not probably, I know the date because my youngest of 4 children was leaving home for college and I was pretty lost and really depressed and not sure what to do with my life. My vision of life was all about raising kids up to that point. And I didn't know where I was going to go after that. And so I was real lost, real depressed. I attended a seminar about vision boards and I came home and I thought, I have no clue what I want. I didn't have a vision. I thought, I don't have a clue what I want. I just want my kids to stay home. That's all I could think of, So yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's funny. What I've found is that people tend to be much more clear in what they don't want rather than what they do want.
Yeah.
And it's funny how that sets up that idea of creating exactly what you don't want in your life. It's like worrying about the thing and then all of a sudden it's there. How in your experience, what does a vision board do, or having a vision board do to help connect a person to that and keep them on their highest path?
For me, what a vision board does is, and the method that I teach of vision boarding is really different than what a lot of vision boards most people have had and done in the past. I don't need magazines and copy and paste pictures. We use words because there's a lot of power in our words. And so by being able to help somebody gain access to what they really want, the path and vision that they want, by writing it down and speaking it out loud, you're inviting the whole universe in to bring forth to you the things that you have a vision for. Rather than just keeping it in your mind or wondering or thinking. By having that vision board, you're actually putting it out there so that it's coming forth into you and coming into your world rather than just in here.
Yeah, it's so powerful. I remember one of the first times I created a vision board, it was all the cutting and pasting, and it was it's kind of, truth be told, I'm not the best visual designer. It was a little bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And I sort of disengaged with it. And then it started to kind of curl and some of the things would fall off and I'd stuff them in the drawer. And it was really, at a certain point, it started to have the opposite effect. Instead of looking at it and being excited about my dreams, I just kind of ignored it because it's oh man, I got to put that thing back together. And aside from that, it was just really chaotic. Like I remember having it and having a hard time, like what does my brain do with this? How is this helping me? And I didn't know other ways, and I'm really excited to be part of this class because it's so much more ordered, right? And that really agrees with me, and that sense of clarity that comes through that. I think clarity is one of the most powerful things that anybody, like the person who's most clear is the person who wins every single time.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you're going to be the one, spinning your wheels.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about, like, there's a few of my cautionary tales. Can you tell me a little bit though about like what you've seen with vision boards, and like what are some of the ways that people go kind of off the rails with it, maybe aside from the things that I mentioned, or what have you seen around that?
I might be taking this a different direction than what you're asking me, Nick, but one of the things so one of the things though, that when I think of people going off the rails, it's like I'm really specific on the words that they use when I teach it. And I had a woman who took the class once, so she called me like a year later. She says, "Oh my gosh, Joyce, I wrote on my vision board that I drive a red Ferrari." And she goes, "I just got a job as a nanny and the house, and they open the garage door and there's a red Ferrari and I drive it. I don't own it." And I said, "You see the power of your words?"
Yeah.
That is like, oh yeah, okay. So
there just might be something to those words.
so much power. I could tell you story after story, but that's where they get off the rails, is just their wording. I want this particular kind of husband, oh, but I forgot to say, somebody in my age range. So she meets this wonderful man who's 85, that meets all those qualities. So it's just the power of your words. It's like being specific on how you say what you're going to say on that vision board is what really brings it forth, exactly how you say it.
And so you're going to guide us through that. It's going to be a small group of people, and you're going to guide us through this. We're going to do it via WebEx. And you have a process that you're going to bring everybody through. Like this is how we go, step 1, 2, and 3. Do you think there will be an opportunity for folks to interact with you? Like if they have questions, if they decide to come on and join us for it, like if they have questions about it, will you be able to help guide people a little bit to make sure that they, are on the right track with all of that?
Yes, that's my plan. I mean, this is my first time to do it online like this, but typically, yes, people will share with me what they've written, and then I'll help them to rewrite it or reword it the way they need to word it.
Okay. To really bring it in. I remember that one time I set a manifestation for something one time for money, actually, and I got it. Like I got the amount, but in a very, very unexpected way that was not as useful to me in the way that I had hoped it would be. It's just funny how much that matters. Tell me, could you share like what are, I know that you've been doing this and teaching this for quite a while, like what sorts of things have you seen for people?
Oh my gosh, amazing things. In fact, I first started teaching it in China because I teach at a women's leadership academy in China. And so, when I taught those women there, they're from very impoverished homes where I teach. And so to tell them to dream big and think big, it's tough for them to see beyond. My mom needs a new pair of shoes,
Right.
And so, but probably one of the most powerful one was one of the students who said, "I want to live in California on the beach," and everybody laughed because they knew she was flat broke and couldn't even pay for college, and it just, what came to pass is that woman, I call her my poster child. A year later, she was in California in Huntington Beach at helping at an internship. And then she is now currently in Florida working on her doctorate. So.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. And they laughed at her at first, right?
They did. Everybody laughed. And I said, whoa, don't laugh. This is like really dreaming big, So it's been phenomenal, the things that I've seen. And I actually love getting emails from people, 3 years later. I took your vision board class 2 years ago, but this is what I wrote. And I forgot to tell you, but this is what I got, and just really fun stuff. It really is my favorite thing. So.
Oh, that's so great. I'm so excited. Well, it's happening tomorrow. So that's Wednesday. What is it? The 20th or the
Yes,
21st?
20th.
20th.
It's
No,
the
it's the
20th.
20th. So Wednesday, the 20th, which is tomorrow, everybody, we're going to start at 4 p.m. Pacific. And so that'd be 7 p.m. Eastern time and somewhere in between if you're somewhere in between. And what'll happen is I popped a link in the comments below. It's energymastery.com/vision, and it'll take you right to the form. It'll tell you all about the class. If there's something here we didn't cover, you can drop us an email or put a comment below if you're curious about something or you have a question. But we'd love to have you. We have a few spots left because we are going to keep the group intimate. So if you want a spot, you can go ahead and grab one. And as soon as you sign up for it, you're going to receive a link to log in. We're going to do it, like I said, via WebEx. So it's really simple app to use. You can access it through your browser or through an app, and then you just show up. There's a workbook that you'll get right away. So if you want to print that out, you can do that, or you can just have it and then bring also a notebook to the class. And Joyce is going to guide us through the whole thing. I'm super excited to be there myself. I can't wait. I hope that all of you are able to join us. Joyce, is there anything else that you would want to say by way of invitation or anything for our folks here?
Well, the class will last probably an hour and a half because it'll take a bit, you know,
Okay.
so just people are aware of their schedules. And you know, if they want to stay on a little longer because they need help with things, I can do that too. But
awesome.
But I just want to make myself available for that because I have literally seen miracles happen from having a vision board for myself and for so many students I've taught it to, that honestly, it's just a way of creating, bringing forth miracles that are all out there waiting.
That's so cool. You're truly one of the coolest miracle workers I know. You know, it really is. It's really inspiring to me, and I'm very excited to get a little glimpse behind the curtain, you know, at the Wizard there at work. It's I'm really excited to see that. Hey, by the way, if you can't make it live, obviously it's going to be, you know, awesome to be there live and to have, you know, Joyce there to answer all your questions and everything like that. But if you can't, we are going to record it, and you'll be able to have access to the recording for a limited time as well. So if you need that, you'll have access to that. Yeah. So thank you, Joyce. I'm really excited. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Me too.
Great.
The class is happening tomorrow, Wednesday the 20th, starting at 4 p.m. Pacific. Link energymastery.com/vision. And there's a link right in the description and the comments below. And we can't wait to have you there. Joyce, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Nick.
And yeah, can't wait to see everybody tomorrow. Namaste.
See you.